grow, let me grow. I'm on my way, let me grow, let me grow. I'm on my way, let me grow.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a collective reading for the full moon in Pisces, which is on September 10th. And it took place the peak of the full moon was at 2:59 a.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. I'm recording this just a few hours after the peak energy of the moon, but we're still sitting right here in this really deeply introspective and spiritual Pisces energy, really being asked to take a look at our connection with Source, our connection with our angels, ancestors, and guides, and our connection with our higher self and the things that we have been doing in order to sort of connect in with our higher self, our future self, our best self, however you want to see it. But really being asked to sort of connect in with that energy, which will help you to ascend to that frequency. Thank you. Okay, so I don't want to talk for too long, but let me thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you to all my new patrons. Thank you to everyone who's booked a personal reading. I appreciate you guys so much. My calendar is still open. The links for everything will be in the description box below. I am going to do an extended reading for this over on Patreon. It will be there 24 hours after you see this video here. And if I resonate with you as a reader, please like, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, drop me a comment. I really do appreciate it, and it really does help the channel to grow. So let's hop into this reading here quickly. I'm being guided to get an ancestor message to start, so we'll go ahead and do that. I hope everybody out there is doing well. Okay. So we have grow within your current situation, wise one with the owl and the raven. You're getting these sort of like, in the current situation that you're in, you're getting these really essential nuggets of wisdom. You're having these really crucial life lessons, or you're being afforded these crucial life lessons that are going to really serve you as you're moving forward. They're kind of like sharpening your intuition in a way, and they're like also like sort of dialing in your vision and your perspective so that you can take decisive actions here with the fire guardian. It says ignite your passions, so that you can really move in that energy that you're being sort of drawn to without any fear or doubt, because you have had these crucial lessons, these essential character building experiences that have sharpened your intuition. Okay, let's do spiral. This is the spiral oracle. take those. I think it's 4 cards. Let's see what we have. Mother Nature. Mother Nature. A new sprout. Flower of Life. These are interesting, all coming out at the same time. And I Am. Wow. This is really about recognizing how you are one with nature. You are one with all of God's greatest creations. And at the same time, you are one of God's greatest creations, right? It's like realizing how connected, how connected you can be, and must be in order to sort of fulfill some sort of creative mission that you have. And it could be, I mean, whatever it is that you want to create for your life, just even if you're just creating a clear pathway forward for yourself right now, right? It's like you have to be so in sync with in tune, better in tune with the infinite. You have to be so in tune with the infinite, so in tune with divine possibility, and the way that Source is speaking to you and through you, in order to sort of clear the pathway for creation here, and for growth and expansion. It's almost like the attuning to this frequency of like divinity, higher level consciousness and divinity. It allows you to sort of transform so that you can have, move in different directions with a little bit more ease here. Even if that means like now you're emoting with more ease, or like, you know, you're more easily accessing your emotional body in healthy ways, or it means that you are, you know, more easily flowing in and out of certain situations instead of being like being a magnet for opposition, or being addicted to resistance or something like that. Like seeing resistance as some sort of like challenge, like I got to get through the resistance, instead of like finding the pathway that's clear for you, right? Or like working to open that up for you instead of just trying to push your way through certain things. Whatever that is, like I love that connection in that you're making, because it's allowing for this really beautiful transformation. Okay, let's get some tarot. Very Piscean message for you. And we are in Mercury retrograde, right? So that is a time for reflection and review on like how on your own evolution, like how you have changed, how you have grown, what pathways have opened up. Do you know what I mean? There needs to be a reflection there, and to like celebrate those wins where you were able to where you were able to find a way forward with ease. Because those wins need to be as celebrated as like the ones where you fought your way to the top. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the victory is in finding the ease. The victory is in leaning into the peace. The victory is in following your joy, right? The victory doesn't always have to be this like most contentious way forward. I mean, in some instances, that is just sort of what we have to experience. That is part of the human experience. But there are also a lot of ways. There are also a lot of ways to work with higher frequencies and different energy pathways in order to allow the divine to assist you in your journey. Allow the divine to, put a couple of extra loaves of bread in your backpack as you're traveling, right? But you have to have faith that you know that that's going to happen. And it feels like, hold on one second. You got the Hermit card out here. Wow. Okay. And the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Hang on one second. One card fell. What do we have? Okay. I'm going to go through all of this. Wow. Okay. The Death card fell on the floor. Let's just, the Death card like leapt out. So I'm going to put that right there for a minute. And we've got the Hermit. We've got the Nine of Wands. That makes a lot of sense. We've got the Two of Cups. The King of Swords and the Strength card. And then you have the Princess of Swords. Okay, so, I mean, again, this is going within. This is finding the light within. This is like, this is also like, I don't even know if this is going to make sense, but it's kind of like adjusting the light to, you know how you have to like adjust the brightness on your phone? So as you get into these, like when you go out in the sun, you have to adjust the brightness on your phone. Like as you get into these like sort of higher beam frequencies, where you're accessing more information, your awareness of like it's almost like your awareness or your ability to synthesize different frequencies becomes greater. You need to also adjust your brightness. You guys, like you have to adjust your brightness, right? So because you're gonna feel out of sync. You will feel out of sync if you're not radiant, because everything's gonna feel foreign. So there's something here about going within, really tuning into this light, and this light is like your North Star. This light is your vision. This light is your soul purpose. Some of you could be really like trying to learn new ways of connecting into your soul source. Like some of you are trying to like learn new modalities or something like that. But others of you are just like wanting to know yourself better so that you can sort of position yourself in the world in a way that makes more sense for you. And then you have the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this is like really like you had to do a deep reflection on partnerships and the role of partnerships in your life. How have they been how have you been supported in partnerships, and how have partnerships in ways depleted or derailed you, not so that you can like dwell on the negative or the difficult, but so that you can transmute and transform the energy, so that you can sort of so that you can use those experiences to guide you, to allow the divine to guide you, to allow your angels and your ancestors to move you in the direction of connections, friendships, even like business partnerships, and relationships that are right for you. Okay? And then for some of you that means like you could be like building something with a partner, or like going into business with yourself or with a few people, maybe 2 other people, or it's something that you're really considering, like you're thinking about it, you're wondering if it's time yet, if you're ready yet. And that's sort of what it's like. You really do need to like sort of spend the time to go within, to like to be one with your knowing, right? In order to know whether or not it's right, this is the right time for you. It feels like it is. It feels like the thing that is being sort of like molded in this time of introspection is your faith, right? Your faith, your courage, your conviction. You've got the Strength card and the King of Swords. Your faith, courage, and conviction. Your ability to stand on your word. Anything else want to come through? 1717 when I looked up. Anything else want to come through for the collective, for the Pisces full moon? Wow, the Magician. Wow. The Death card, the Strength card, the Hermit, the Magician, and the 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay. The 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, like it's like, this is like piss or get off the pot time. Like, are you ready really to build now? If you're ready to build now, then it's time for you to stop trying to control situations so much that you get in the way of your own manifestations, right? There's a level of like, because this came out in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse, there's a level of like trying to it's like it's like believing that it happens externally first, and the change happens internally first, right? The change happens internally first. I always say it, your higher self has already experienced it. You will always be like, it's already happened. It's already happened. is what I want you to know. I think that's the easiest way for me to put it. It's already happened, but it's just a matter of you like realizing that it's right there within your grasp. You can touch it all. You can have it all. You can share it all. You can release it all, right? But only when you're accessing that that fire that's inside of you. Only when you're accessing that higher level consciousness. Okay, let's get a shaman's dream to wrap this up. And then I'm going to take it over to Patreon for the extended. If you made it this far, drop me a light bulb emoji. I feel like the light bulb is coming on. I feel like the light bulb is coming on. It's realizing that resistance is not required. Resistance is not required. Not at least not at this juncture. Like the soil is fertile. It's ripe. This is the harvest moon. Like it's ripe right now. You just gotta get attuned to it. Attuned to it. And then the channel's gonna open for you. Okay. Spirit of the river, movement toward adventure. It's a 5 card, so change. Change is upon us, but the change starts on the inside. Drop me that light bulb emoji. Once that light comes on, it's on and popping. It is on and popping for you. If it's some sort of relationship that you want, if you're looking to like buy a home or build a home or find a metaphorical home in some way, all that can be yours. But it's how you move. It's how you move from this point. It's how you move from the inside out, right? Courage and conviction. Courage, conviction, but not control. Not control. You're not controlling the situation. You're in flow with it. Utilizing the tools that you have. Okay. Sorry, I just got zoned out in these cards. Let me read this from the book. It says, the spirit of the river invites you to step into the flow, to stop swimming against or avoiding the current. Allow the waters to carry you downstream away from the eddies and the whirlpools. It's time to heed the call of a new adventure waiting for you. Stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There is nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting, as the situations in your life right now are subject to forces beyond your control. Recognize this, step back, and trust the flow. There is no loss of face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the way things are at this moment. When this card appears, it is time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitably and inexorably flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you are holding on to, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how they should or could be, can be fixed easily with the power of the spirit of the river. Simply let go and enjoy the thrill of the ride. All will be well. Spirit of the river. That's right. You've got to release control and just flow with it here. Have the courage to flow with it and the conviction to know that it's the right thing to do in order to open you up to new creative energy, to a new creative flow, to a new expression of self, to a new commitment to purpose. I love that. Okay. All right, y'all. I really do hope that reading resonated with some of you out there. Please don't forget to like, and if I resonated with you, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you're joining us over on Patreon, I'd love that. Let's go. I'll see you over there. But if this is where we leave things, please know that I am sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.